So I was trained as a general surgeon and also as a plastic surgeon. In fact, I have board certifications in both, so I was highly Western trained. And when my mom developed breast cancer and died from it 9 months later, I felt completely helpless. There was nothing I could do to help her. So I started searching for answers, and I went through the medical literature, and it actually opened up the whole world of complementary and alternative medicine to me. There's tremendous amounts of studies that have been done on herbs and on diets and supplements and so forth that show that they have a huge effect. Following that, I got introduced to a system of medicine called Ayurveda. And Ayurveda is actually a 5,000-year-old system of medicine that's based on herbs, again, supplements and so forth. But the fundamental principle of Ayurveda is really about enhancing the body's own inner healing intelligence. And interestingly, the idea behind Ayurveda is actually based in quantum physics. And so I always think about this model of Western medicine being based in Newtonian physics, meaning looking at the body as if it was a machine, whereas in some of the ancient systems of medicine, it's looked at much more in what we call quantum physics. And quantum physics is actually a fairly new form of physics, and basically the scientists tell us, or the physicists tell us, that at the most fundamental basis of life, everything's made of the same thing. So it's just one unified field, they call it, of little vibrating strings. And so all of us and everything in nature is made of these little vibrating strings. And what that means is that everything has a vibration. Everything has a frequency. And what we found in the human body is that there are certain frequencies that the human body expresses when it's healthy. Then there's other frequencies that it expresses when it's not healthy. And so the frequencies of the human body, various different organs and so forth, have been measured. And we know what they are when they're healthy, and we know what they are when they are unhealthy. One of the ways that the life vessel works is through what we call quantum physics or through frequency. So it uses frequency, sound, vibration, and light. All of these things have different frequencies. They're affecting the body at the most fundamental level, at our level of those little vibrating strings. So you can't get to a more fundamental basis of healing. It has a profound effect on the body, and that's why we see effects in every aspect of the physiology. So physical ailments, mental ailments, emotional ailments, detoxifications, and just getting the body back to its most optimal level of functioning. Again, there's this thought in traditional systems of medicine like Ayurveda or traditional Chinese medicine that we have an internal healing intelligence in us. And if you think about it, we know it's absolutely phenomenal. We have trillions of cells in our body, and each cell acts like its own little city, and then they're all communicating to each other, and we have no conscious awareness of that. And so the best way to approach healing, in my opinion, is to enhance the body's inner healing intelligence. And so the life vessel is something that enhances the body's inner healing intelligence by getting to the most fundamental level of life, affecting the frequencies of our body.
What I'm really surprised about is the incredible ability that the body has to heal itself once given the opportunity. And those things range from all ages and all backgrounds. People from all over the world have come to the Life Vessel in the time that I've been there. If I start with the youngest that I remember, we had a 3-week-old baby in there who was having problems breathing, and the mom brought the baby, and we put him into the Life Vessel and was able to see amazing results with his breathing, and all of the things that they had to do before were eliminated in just 1 hour session.
In acupuncture, they say that there's an energy flow in the body through the meridians, and also there are primary energy areas in the body. These are resonating at specific frequencies, and sound and light have a profound effect on these energy channels and meridians. So the way I perceive the Life Vessel is working is that it's actually creating an intensity of sound and light that allows for energies that may be blocked in these energy channels to be released?
We've seen so many instances of people with heavy metal poisoning. And who knows how many diseases are brought on from that. I mean, we really don't know. But once the body starts to detox things out of the body that it knows that it shouldn't have in, I mean, we know that that's happening because we follow along with the blood tests or the different types of testing that you can do to see what the levels of heavy metals or whatever it is that you have in the body. And they're reduced dramatically each time they go into the life vessel.
I think the technology is kind of amazing in the sense that with the medical testing around it, as an example, the ANSAR test, which is the heart rate variability test that really looks nicely at the autonomic nervous system, which is the parasympathetic, sympathetic, knowing that most people were in hyperdrive, sympathetic, as opposed to the parasympathetic downregulation or rest and restore mode, that it provides people with an amazing opportunity to actually balance their autonomic nervous system based on the findings in the ANSAR test.
One of the most effective medical situations that the life vessel is helping with in our experience here is with anxiety, with people who have more significant anxiety that develops into panic episodes, with heart racing. That kind of condition tends to be helped really very quickly with the life vessel.
There's a communication that exists between the practitioners here and the folks who are handling the clients who are going into the life vessel. There's a common thread between us that is heart-based, and we care about people getting well. It's an uplifting energy.